Good morning, you badass motherfuckers. We're getting back on here every fucking day. It's the All On Me, the morning fucking drinking show. I'm your host, Greg. We talk about life here every fucking day. Every day we getting on here talking about real fucking life, man. Real struggle, real transformation. But ultimately, I'm showing you guys what the fucking sober life's all about, man. 10 years of fucking sobriety, man. Just a handful of months away as we get to what? July 22nd, 2022. This motherfucker's gonna be 10 years of sobriety, man. Right there. The drunk motherfucker getting released. About the fucking county jail, man. Anybody ever been in county jail? Doing dumb shit? That was the life, man. Getting fucking drunk. I know a lot of good people, man. A lot of good fucking people, man. Just getting drunk as fuck. And they ain't never been caught like me. So who knows, man? That was just the way the story was supposed to be told. You ever sit there and just regret your life? Regret aspects of your life? You sit there and beat yourself up saying, fuck, man, I wish shit was different. I wish it was different. Why'd I have to go through all that pain? Why'd I have to go through all that fucking heartache and suffering? Or, how come I had to be the person that got fucking hurt like that from someone else? Why did I have to be the victim? Right? We beat ourselves up based on our past experiences in life. And I'll tell you, along this whole entire journey, motherfuckers, this whole journey of transformation, right? Dropping in pounds, gaining strength, gaining power, gaining fucking energy and increased health, nutrition, ultimately starting to gain a greater grasp of my mind, motherfuckers. That's the greatest thing, man. How many of you can truly sit there in yourself and feel like, you know what? I got real control over my feelings, over my thoughts, over my emotions, where you can just feel like you have some self mastery. I know not very many people can fucking look themselves in the mirror or fuck looking in the mirror. Just sit there in yourself and be like, you know what? Fuck, I've actually started to master myself. I can tell you for a lot of fucking years, man. Almost my whole life. I didn't have self mastery, gaining control over myself. Where are you at with that thought? Right? Do you have any level of self mastery, self control in 2022? Right? When shit gets rough, how do you respond? Right? When you hit a rough fucking patch in life, it could be just a small thing, right? Something bad happens, just anything that would be considered otherwise negative. How do you respond to that? What is your natural instinct? Is your instinct to like pick yourself up and like turn a positive fucking look on shit? Be like, you know what? This isn't that bad. I'm going to get through it. Right. And as soon as I get through it, I'm going to help some other people get through it because I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only person dealing with this shit. Right. Or are you someone that just when it fucking shit goes bad, man, you say, fuck. I knew it. It's my luck. It's my life. All I ever do is get fucked over by every fucking thing. The universe is out to get me. God must have something against me. I must not be worthy. Something's wrong with me. Right? How many of y'all motherfuckers beat yourselves up like that? And then we judging all kinds of other motherfuckers too, right? Let's not forget how we look at the world and how we judge people. Right. And a lot of times our judgment of others is really just insecurity of ourselves. It's really just seeing our own flaws, but looking at someone else's circumstances in order to what? Feel a little better about ourselves. I'll tell you one of the greatest things that has happened along this journey, right? But it's always been part of my heart as a fucking U.S. Navy corpsman veteran, right? Serving. I've always had my hand up, right, to try and make a difference. I've always been willing to what? Help out, to be a helping hand in someone's life. I can think back to, I think it was probably, I know for sure during elementary years, I used to help out this these people that we lived next to, um, they were only part-time residents, and so they had a yard, and I would go over there, and they would pay me to pull weeds, but I always felt like I was helping them out. I was kind of keeping an eye on their place, checking their mail, and keeping their yard looking nice. And I can remember probably junior high or high school volunteering for the first time at a homeless shelter. I think it was around Christmas or Thanksgiving. I remember that first experience here at the shelter. It's still here in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and going in there, and it was like kind of scary. I was like, "What the fuck, man? It's a homeless shelter." It was like kind of crazy experience to go in there. But then, clearly volunteering in the military, man, like, you volunteer to go serve your country. And that's a huge fucking form of, helping out, right? Being a helping hand, having that servant's mentality. But even while being a servant, I can remember during the holidays, they'd send us, they'd ask, they'd ask us on the base, hey, if anybody wanted to go into the local senior center and go and like have lunch with the seniors around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and they'd have little senior dances. It was so cute, man. I'd like the little community center, and I'd be going over there with a bunch of other badass motherfuckers, and we'd have a blast. I'd be dancing these little blue hair older ladies, and just like twirling them around. Hearing all the shit talking, man. That's what's funny. Even all these old folks, man, they don't really have filters on them. And so they just be talking mad shit, like dirty, explicit shit, man. Old fucking people. It's funnier than hell listening to old people talk nasty and dirty because they just don't have filters. Case in point, right, is I continue to talk about how impactful in a positive way. If you need to fucking supercharge your life, if you are just in a rut, right? You got your little routine going. Maybe you feel like things are going well, right? You want to pick up some new habits like working out more, switching some things up, your nutrition. You're giving some of these other things, some of these principles some thought, right? Health, nutrition, exercise, fitness, right? Mindfulness. You're starting to string some of this stuff together, right? I'll tell you, throughout this whole fucking journey right there, man, the drunk motherfucker laying down the alcohol, breaking up with alcohol once and for all, man, because I'm done. There's no way, man. If I ever go back to alcohol, fuck. Y'all don't even know how bad that could be. That could end really bad, man. No, please, I don't want to ever go back to alcohol. But I often talk about this pastor, right? He's a good mentor. Kind of took me under his wing for a while there. And I remember I was just super depressed, man. I was going through some really tough shit, breaking up and like, separation with my ex-wife. And he just kind of said, man, look, dude, you want the 10 steps, right? The 10-step fucking way to get out of the pity party, right? Step 1, go do something for somebody else and expect nothing in return, right? That sounds like volunteering. Go do something for someone else, expecting nothing in return. That means you're going to go do something from your heart, man, make a difference in someone's life, and you're not expecting them to pay you or fucking congratulate you or appreciate you. You're just going to go and share what I would consider the trueness of unconditional love in this world, right? When you give of your time, your talent, your focus, your energy, right? The expression of who you are as a fucking human being, you go and give that and focus it into someone else that's probably more times than not in a worse situation. More times, I say, man, you would be surprised at how many times I've volunteered in my life when I am like fucking down and out and just in the worst situation, man. And I'm helping people that they're still going through some tough shit, but I can guarantee you, facts being facts, if we lay all the cards fucking up on the table, my situation was probably worse and I was helping them out. And I've met other people like that too along my journey of volunteering, where people are like literally homeless. I let a homeless guy come and live with me for about 6 to 8 weeks, right? And all he wanted to do is go volunteer and like work at like Habitat for Humanity. It's like, wait, dude, you're fucking homeless, bro. Why are you worried about volunteering and building other people's homes when you ain't even got one yourself? And that was his attitude. He's like, man, I love doing this. It makes me feel good. It's like, I believe in that reciprocity, right? Giving of myself, and it's true, right? What we give, we receive. The more you give, the more you receive, motherfuckers. And we always think of that. We always got to think in this world in the lens of money, right? Like money, wealth, prosperity, right? The more you give, the more you receive. Well, fill in the blank of the give. The more you give energetically, the more you give of your time, your talents, right? And time and talents can equal money, right? In terms of a job, but when you give of yourself, any aspect of yourself, it comes back to you, right? But when you withhold yourself, guess what? That also comes back to you too, motherfuckers. Wake the fuck up. If you're withholding your time and your talents, you're someone that's awoke. You woke the fuck up. You see that there's issues in your life, issues in your community, issues in your country, and you see these things. And all you want to fucking do is post a fucking meme or some bullshit, share something on your wall, social media status, when it's like, nah, motherfuckers, get up, get out, and go do something about it. Go do something. There's a reason why it's catching your attention. It's not to just fucking put motherfuckers on blast. How can you improve that situation? How can you feel like you're the person to go make the difference in this world? To go and solve a fucking problem in your community, in your state, in your country. You have that power. I believe in you. And it's like the other day, I was at the hot springs last week, and I was just, I don't know, I was just looking at my hands, and it was really important for me to just feel that, do you have helping hands? I could tell if you had helping hands just by looking at your hands, man. Like your hands got a little dirt on them. You got some calluses, man. Like my hands are fucking, these are real fucking hands, man. Every day I'm doing something, right? Not just for myself, but for others. I'm using my hands. Like I got a lot of cuts. I got a lot of bruises. Got a little dirt under my fucking nails, man. And sometimes I feel like, fuck, that probably looks like shit. It does in a lot of ways, but it's indicative of my life. I don't got dirt under every fucking nail, but these are some helping fucking hands. If you ain't ever seen helping hands, man, right there, that's fucking helping hands, because these hands have helped fucking countless people for countless fucking hours, man. Countless hours all over the country, all over the world. These fucking hands have helped other people. That's what helping hands looks like. If you ever want to know what a fucking helping hand looks like, right there. But you should also be able to look right down at your own motherfucking hands, and you should be able to see back some helping fucking hands in this world. Well, who you helping, right? You need to ask yourself that. Who the fuck are you helping? Because again, if you believe in any of this shit at any level, the law of attraction, if you're someone that you only move, you only do, you only fucking assist other people when you're on a clock, when you're getting fucking paid for it, that's great. But that's the fucking bare minimum, man. That's really the slave work, right? You're really just slaving away, because it takes you getting some sort of compensation, right, in order for you to fucking go and spring into action. And it's like, I'm telling you, the biggest breakthroughs that I had when I was feeling at sometimes at my lowest, I can't lie. Some of the days when I was feeling my lowest, right, I would raise my hand to go volunteer. Team Rubicon shit, man, going down range into fucking the heart of disaster, right? Just everything destroyed, man. Every physical fucking thing destroyed in a whole community. It's overwhelming to see this and take it in. And then, we're working in supporting these communities amongst the fucking destruction, and with people, they're still living in these homes, and it's like, this is not a home. This is crazy. How are you still here? and they're sifting through their stuff, trying to find, little pieces of what they lost. And it's heartbreaking, but there's something energetic about it, man. The more you give, right, the more you receive in this world. And, are you the person that's willing to be a helping fucking hand? And you don't got to like sign up and go do crazy things. You don't have to like sign up and travel all over the country to help people or go to third world countries. Like I remember just even when I was kind of in that Christian scene, man, like, there'd be opportunities for mission trips, and, people always want to go to like these, Africa and feed the fucking starving people or something crazy like that. And that's pretty legit, man. That's huge. But it don't take all that. In this day and age, man, there's human suffering all around and even within yourself, if you're honest. And there's an opportunity for you to go make a difference right there in your own backyard. Like you ain't got to go to get a passport and go to some fucking third world country to answer and alleviate world suffering, right? You can change your own community right there in your own backyard, man. You just got to have the heart to do it, to have fucking helping hands, to say, you know what, I'm going to use my hands to help people, to help alleviate suffering in this world. And I hope I can inspire somebody, man. Has anybody like reached out to a local nonprofit organization, right, since the beginning of the year when I really started giving this message to go and volunteer? Has anybody like gone to a food bank to volunteer, a shelter to volunteer, right? Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Habitat for Humanity, right? A Humane Society. There is a gazillion fucking organizations right there in your own backyard, right? Even youth athletics, right? Being a coach, right? If it's something that don't really pay and you go and give of yourself, your time, your talent to mentor and coach and encourage and impact youth, like that's huge. That is not small time shit. That's big time shit. And it gives back. It pays itself in spades, motherfuckers. Right? Helping hands are so needed in this world right now. And I'm grateful to be aligned with Team Rubicon. But it's really every fucking day, man. Have you ever stopped to like help the person with the fucking flat tire on the side of the road? Right? Have you ever like done any of this stuff to help people out, man? You see someone in need and you like you help them out. Right? I'm not the biggest fans of like handing out $1, $2, $5, $20 to people sitting on the corner. I don't know. There's something about that shit that it kind of throws me off. Right? I think I've seen a lot of people that I don't know. There's this one dude, man. He's a veteran, and he holds up the sign, right? A veteran, Afghan, Iraqi veteran, war vet, And it's like I've seen this dude out there for fucking 6 to 7 years, man. Like, holy shit, since I was at the community college, this same fucking dude. And I've had like a few conversations with him over the years. And I know other people that have totally gone out of their way to like help this guy out and try and figure out, dude, like, do you know how much resources are available for veterans? And, if your story's legit, if you have gone through all this stuff, like there's a lot of resources for you, man, to like not be living on the street. You can, go back to school. There's resources to help you change your life. But one of the saddest things about when you do volunteer, and especially if you're going into like the homeless community and stuff, what you're going to realize, because, one of the hardest lessons I had to learn when I started, especially helping out homeless people in my community, was they don't want to necessarily be helped, right? They enjoy the volunteers that come and like serve them the meals, right? But when you start getting deeper on their life and like, do they want a job, or are they trying to overcome addiction and like get back on track and become a, productive citizen in this world? A lot of them are like, nah, man, I'm good. I like this life of not little to no responsibility, right? Like they have their little routine. They know the resources. They know where to get the meals. They know where they can sleep. They know, like, they are very intelligent people. They're not stupid people. They're not all fucking crazy, and they're not all just needy and just down and out and just waiting for someone to give them a handout. Like there is that, but I've seen it. I've seen it far too many times. I've been in the trenches, man, especially in the homeless community. A lot of people just, they don't give a fuck. But yet that shouldn't change your heart from wanting to go and make a difference, because there are a lot of organizations that do give a fuck, and there's a lot of people that truly do need your energy, your talent, your time, right, to invest. And there's something very powerful when you raise your hand to say, hey, I want to make a difference here, right? Especially when you find yourself kind of in a rut, right? Where your life just isn't really moving forward. You're not really going back. You're just kind of going through the fucking motions day in, day out. If you want a breakthrough, right, you got to switch something up. And one of the greatest fucking things, man, I will never stop giving of my time. I mean, I just got the text this morning from Team Rubicon to go to Canada, right? I had another one for Colorado this weekend. I can't go. It sucks. Because my heart is to always be available when Team Rubicon, when that flag fucking rises. And it's like I want to be at every single one of these things. But right now I'm in a season where I can't break away to do that. I have to focus on what's here in front of me. And what's cool though is a few weeks back, if you were watching, I helped out a friend that needed help, right? Him and his wife needed help building a shed. And it's like I gave him a full day's work, got some sun, got him a little bit of blood, left some blood over there, right? Jammed my thumb. And, if to me, it's the same, right? I don't have to have the fucking gray shirt and Team Rubicon and fucking feeling all special and shit. It's not about feeling special, right? If you're willing to just go and help anybody out in any way, right? I mean, even just helping someone move, helping someone fix something that, maybe if you're a tradesperson. I have a buddy, I'm always giving him a hard fucking time because he's like really good at electricity. But he always comes at me talking all this shit about, being a Christian and all this stuff. And I just like razzing him. I'm like, dude, when do you ever go and volunteer, man? When do you actually go? When was the last time you actually put yourself out there to give of your skill, right? As an electrician, to go and help someone that can't afford for your services, right? Where you're like, hey man, I will go and like rewire some fucking outlets in your home or whatever it takes, for free, because I just want to give of myself. I'm just giving him a hard fucking time. I know this is a good dude, but it's just a good example that if you have a talent, right? You can, if you can give of it, right? You're a roofer or, any kind of trades, plumbers, to actually give of that. Or even if you're a professional, right? Office professional, there's, man, nonprofits would die to have someone give just a few hours a week to like help them administratively. Like the opportunity is limitless when it comes to the impact you can make in this world by just showing up as your best self, showing up as the person that you are, right? But it's also having a willingness, right? When I do talk about Team Rubicon, I'm a disaster chainsaw instructor and an advanced operator. I mean, I've had people in my class like 80 years old, 65-year-old, 100-pound little ladies wet that, are firing up chainsaws, man. Like, so y'all motherfuckers like to make excuses as you all, as humans, more times than not, we always try and find a reason why we can't do something versus overcoming the bullshit fucking excuses as to why we can. And it's like when you really can get it in your mind, you know what? I can do this. I can go fucking volunteer one afternoon once a month. Fuck, man. Just try it. If it's something you're not doing on any kind of regular basis, volunteering, holy shit, man, that should absolutely be on your list. And it really is number 5 on here. It's the making a difference on this program is the volunteering, right? But when you do go out and volunteer, sometimes for me, I wasn't fully aligned with the mindfulness, the healthy nutrition, working out, right? There was times I was volunteering just fat and fucking nasty, a lesser fucking version of myself right now. But yet I still did it. And guess what? It's paid itself back. Energetically speaking, there is something, it's not a selfish thing, right? But there is something that money can't buy. And it is that feeling of good, that goodness, that humanitarian fucking spirit of when you're like, I see that there is a problem in this world and I can be the solution, right? What can you be the solution to a problem in this world? And it could, when I say the world, what about just in your fucking community, your neighborhood, right? You don't have to think beyond the rainbow in the fucking third world countries of starvation and all this other stuff. I think about being the kid watching the infomercials on Saturday morning or in the middle of the night, man, the starvation. It's like, whoa, that shit used to shock you, right? The images, that shit exists, right? And if that's your fucking calling, so be it. Go do that shit. But man, a lot of us could just really change our own fucking situations by going and helping someone else right in our own fucking backyard, man. Quit making them motherfucking excuses. Today's the day that you can show up with helping hands. Maybe it's even just in your workplace. Are you someone that only does what your job description requires of you, or are you someone that goes above and beyond? Because that's really the call of being a fucking humanitarian, being someone that's a difference maker. It's the attitude of I go above and beyond. I don't do the minimum. I don't do the required. I'm willing to go fucking farther than is required of me, than I'm compensated for, because I care, because I'm passionate, because that's who I am. I don't have to only do what I'm compensated for. Too many motherfuckers are just willing to go and just live inside the box. Say, nope, nope, I don't, that's not my job. I don't get paid to do that. I'm not doing that. Is that your fucking shit attitude, man? That's a shit fucking attitude, right? And if you got a shit life, that's kind of why you got the shit life, because you got the shit attitude. Hence the final little handprint on here. You're basically saying, fuck you to the world. Fuck you. I'm not going to help you. I'm not going to do anything more. You got a chip on your shoulder for whatever fucking reason, valid, not valid, it don't matter, right? Well, if you're the chip on the shoulder type person, when you're like, I'm finch clenched, right? Fist clenched, right? I'm not going to be a helping hand, right? You're holding on, you're clinging on to everything you got, which you don't even feel like it's a lot, or maybe you do got a lot and you don't want to lose any of it, right? I mean, there's so many ways to help. I can remember being at the community college or at church in both of those situations, running into homeless people, hearing people's story of being down and out, being a little short on money, maybe haven't seen their family. I remember this one dude that I had met, he hadn't seen his family in like a couple years, and he was going to school full time, working hard. I knew his grades were good. I knew he was putting in the work, but he didn't have the money to fly back to, it was like Nashville or something, Tennessee, to go see his family. I straight up, man, and this was like when I was going through school, when I was fucking kind of barely getting by, but making it work. I literally said, dude, I'll fucking fly you back home. He's like, what? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, man. Come over here. Let's book your ticket right now. Is that really the biggest thing? That would be the most important thing for you, would be to reconnect with your family during the holidays? I'll fly your ass back home. Have you ever fucking felt that inspired to make a difference in someone else's life, where you could reach in your pocket hundreds of dollars and just not even think anything of it? Right? It's just give to somebody, a total fucking stranger, or maybe someone you just a small acquaintance, but you know they're going through some shit, right? And a lot of these motherfucking churches be talking all this shit, but they're helping themselves out. I seen that too, right? And I know I hurt people when I fucking point the finger at that shit, but I just call it what it is. I know my experiences. A lot of times I knew there was people that were identifiably hurting, suffering. If it was even just financial, that they would have to like fill out an application and justify why they needed maybe a couple $100 of assistance. It's like, man, just give them the fucking money, man. Just give it. It's not your money anyways. Just give it. It's the Lord's money, right? Give it. Wouldn't the Lord give it? Just give it. Why they got to fill out an application and fucking stand before your board and plead their case for a couple $100, man? Just hand the fucking money over. I remember these other two dudes one time at church, right, that were out there, young dudes, And I was just talking to them. I like talking to the outcasts. I like talking to people. And long story short, these two guys were like trying to travel together. They were down and out. And I said, man, where would you guys go if you could go anywhere right now? Would you guys, because I think they were trying to get to Denver together. And I was like, do you guys really want to go to Denver? I looked at you. I'm like, really? Like, if you could go anywhere right now, would you truly choose Denver? And the one guy was like, you know what? Nah, I really wouldn't go to Denver. I think my family was in Kentucky. He's like, I really like to get back to Kentucky. That's where my family is. And the other guy was like, would you really want to go to Denver? Or you want to go to Kentucky? Now he's like, nah, man, my family's actually in Illinois or something. And I was like, dude, look, I was like, if I was to drive you right now to the bus station, right, which is an hour away, right, and buy you a ticket to Illinois and buy you a ticket to Kentucky, would you guys go? And they're like, really? You do that? I was like, yeah, man, let's go right now. They're like, really? Fuck, man. I was like, let's go. And we did it. I took them down out to fucking Albuquerque, bought them lunch. And it's like, I'm not tooting my horn, right? But I kind of am just telling you guys, this is the person I am. Like, this ain't bragging. See, that's the thing. A lot of you motherfuckers that are closed off like this with your fist, when you hear someone talking, right, and giving examples of real shit I've done, you're like, oh, this guy's just trying to be better than us. I ain't trying to be better than us, than anybody. That's the whole thing. I'm not better than any motherfucker. That's why I do this shit, because I'm in the dirt. I'm in the fucking ground with people that are suffering. I know what it is to suffer myself. And I know that the law of attraction is real, and that the more I give, the more I receive. And that's what's given me an edge and helped me to get to where I'm at, and helps me to get to where I'm going. Because I'm going to continue to answer that call. What is your motherfucking excuse? You sitting there with your ego and your pride saying, this guy thinks he's better than everybody. That is the loser's fucking mentality. The reason why I do what I do is because I know I'm not better than everybody, but I also know I ain't like everybody else. I'm different, and I choose to be different, and that's what gives me an edge. That's what gives me a fucking meaning and purpose in life, because I feel alive, because I'm out there doing life on my terms, and I'm making a difference. It's not all about me, motherfuckers, even though it's all on me, because I'm willing to take on life, take on the challenges, and punch those motherfuckers in the face. Tell that little bitch voice to shut the fuck up, because you guys know the drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me, Greg.